So I think we all know that if it's your first time in the gym, right? You go to the gym for the first time ever and you decide to, I don't know, like fucking squat 200 kilograms first time, like, you never squat before, and you decide to squat 200 kilograms or, I don't know, 400 pounds. I don't know where you're from. The likelihood of you actually doing it is very low, right? It's almost impossible and you'll probably kill yourself. I think it's obvious. I think we all know that, right? But the problem is that like it's obvious when it comes to training, right? Gym, weightlifting, like like some physical training, right? It's obvious, right? You need to start training towards something. You need to start, with the basics, with something low, just to build that up, build the weights up, work on the form and stuff like this, because like you'll fail probably, right? If you go, on that deep water straight away. But the problem is people apply this mindset, and it's obvious when it comes to training, but when it comes to other areas of life, people don't really think about it this way, right? And to give you some example, I'm sure that you at least once wanted to start waking up very fucking early. Like I mean, like 6 a.m., 5 a.m., 4 a.m., maybe fucking 3 a.m., 2 a.m. I don't know, right? It doesn't matter. And you set this goal, you start waking up, 4 a.m. First day, you wake up, you're motivated. Second day, you're still kind of motivated. You wake up. The third day, you probably don't wake up because you lose the motivation and realize how hard it is, right? And you may now ask why. Like you're just dumb, or like it's not for you, you're not disciplined enough, or what? No, it's because you just ignored the rule of training. It's like, you just take a fucking 200 kilograms on your back and you expect it to squat it, right? And in this example, it's basically, being consistent with it straight away. No, it doesn't work this way. If you've been, waking up at, I don't know, like 10 a.m. and now you want to wake up at 5 a.m. without any preparation, without any training, like you will not stay consistent, at least for the first time you ever doing. Maybe if you've been consistent and you've been disciplined before in other areas of life, right? For example, you've been for your whole life you've been waking up late, but for example you've been running some fucking crazy ultra marathons, then probably you will be able to wake up early, right? Because you trained your discipline. But if it's not you, like you need to train that discipline. Maybe start waking up 7 a.m., 8 a.m., then 6 a.m. And it applies to everything, right? The rule of training. You cannot ignore it. I know it's hard. Mm, and I really only started thinking about this lately. But you need to realize that like no matter how much you want it, you have to go through this. You will not be perfect straight away. You will not be seeing the results you want or the consistency or anything straight away. But you need to try. You need to start slow. You just need to start, right? You need to start small, but actually start and grow from that, right? It took me a lot of time to, for example, work consistently, like 10 hours a day, 8 hours a day. Like it took me fucking few months to actually get there, like 1 year, I would say. This is how fucked up my work ethic was. And it took me a lot of time, just I went from being able barely being able to work like 4 hours per day to now working 10 hours a day, 11 hours per day, 8 hours a day consistently every single day, right? And it's because I went through that training, right? I just trained myself. It wasn't intentional, but I was just pushing forward, and this is how I train myself. um 1 year ago I would not be able to do it, but because I tried to, I really just put in some effort. I started putting some effort into this. I started training myself in this area. Now I can do it, right? And this will apply to you also. So I don't know, apply it wherever you want. Apply it wherever you want. Oh my fucking god, I cannot speak today. Anyways, thank you for watching. Goodbye.